And then when that time comes and you sit down at a mutually agreed upon time, it's talking about your feelings, your experiences, not your partner's, yours. Because when somebody feels dismissed, when they are frustrated, when they are in a state of overwhelm, when they're shut down, they have zero capability to have a logical conversation. Zero. Their nervous system is so dysregulated, they can't even think clearly. And you mentioned like 4 or 5 things here: frustration, overwhelm, shutdown, dismiss, deflect, defensiveness. That's 6 things. Even with one of those things, the majority of us don't have the capability to have a conversation where repair is going to happen. Like, you're setting yourself up for failure there. I want you to set yourself up for success. Okay, then Confucius, I would suggest that you reach out to me and maybe I can help you. Empire, that's a tough one. Narcissism comes up a lot in my coaching practice, in lives. We are human, so every single solitary one of us has narcissistic traits. We all do. We're human. So when you talk about narcissism, we're talking a huge scale. What type of narcissist are you talking about? Are you talking about a covert narcissist? Or are you talking about narcissistic personality disorder in which they have been diagnosed with? Because depending on where you are on the narcissistic scale is depending on how I'm going to answer that. When one of us is heated or stressed, we re-engage later. That's a perfect, Stux. Because you guys have worked on what works best for you individually, communicated that with each other, and you found something that works. You found something that works. Define what, Mary? A narcissist? You're welcome, Confucius. And I'm telling you, repair can happen. We just have to have 2 willing people. And if one person is in a state where they are afraid and letting fear make their decisions, and they aren't thinking logically, D-Town, thank you for the heart me. You're not going to repair. We have to work on what we have in the given moment to make them feel more safe, and then we can make the repair. Stooks, I lived through that for a long period of time. I don't suggest it. How are you doing, gorgeous? You're talking about a narcissist? So narcissist is a term that is way overused because, like I mentioned, we all have narcissistic traits. It's just the degree of which, or the degree of how much narcissism we pull in different situations. People that are highly narcissistic have a grandiose attitude about themselves, a high sense of their own importance. They seek attention. They want people to admire them. They are never wrong. They lack the ability to understand. They don't have a lot of empathy. I think you're dealing with a scared woman. Well, then we need to do what we can to provide a safe environment. So narcissistic people often have a, not an obsession, that's not the word I'm looking for. Dan, thank you for the finger heart. Oh, scarred. Empire, sorry, I read that wrong. We're all scarred. We're all scarred, but it's how we deal with those scars. And it's how we move forward, and it's how we manage our triggers and manage situations when we are triggered. Does that make sense? Depending on what narcissistic traits you're referring to, Lenny. Yes, thank you for the corgi, honey. I appreciate that. They are often entitled. They are arrogant. They have a preoccupation for power, beauty, success. What else? They like to be in the presence of other people that admire them. Did I say that? Thank you for finding me, D-Town. Yes, inability to accountability. It's just the little